continuation of last video. If you see here, my list is like this. If you see here, these are all called now rows. In listed, so many listed items are there into a list, right? So these are all called a row. First row 1, 2, 3 will be there. Second row 4, 5, 6, and the next one is like this. If you want to see the list, you can just give in between. See here, then I'm just going to say print my list also. Okay, so I'm just going to say first you just print the list. Afterwards you are just going to print the length of my list. Means length of my list, if you are going to give like this, the row number of rows will be printed. So here if you see 4 rows are there, so it will print 4 rows. And columns, how many columns? 1, 4, 7, 4. That's the first column. Then second column 2, 5 in matrix. 2, 5, 8, 5 is the second column. Third column 3, 6, 9, 8 will be printed. If you see, press F5. See here. Now this is what the list. Okay, this is what the list printed. Now 4 is the length of rows, means number of rows, and the number of columns 3. Okay, so this is what nested listed items, 2D listed. Okay, 2-dimensional list. Now next one, 2-dimensional list, right? So this is what the thing we have seen now. If you see here, sometimes list contains another list of different shapes also. That is called ragged list. Means there are 2 lists but different number of items. So if you see here, first row contains 3 elements and second row contains 2 elements. This is called ragged. This is what the difference in Python programming. In any other program we don't have such facility. Okay, so this is what your portion. In between we are going to write another one program where you are going to ask the user to enter number of rows. Okay, so that number of rows will be saved in R, and then you are going to ask number of columns in the matrix. Okay, so it is a matrix. You are just going to get the row and column, number of rows and columns of this particular matrix. Suppose if he enters 3 into 4, then the matrix order of the matrix is 3 by 4. So that it has to ask 3 into 4, 12 times input from the user. Okay, and in matrix we are just going to make an empty list in the beginning. Afterwards you are going to append it. Okay, so just let us make this one as a empty list. Then afterwards you are going to make for range up to rows times number of rows. So number of rows has been now given 3. So the 3 times outer loop will be now 3. Inner loop, if you are going to give 2, 3 into 2, 6 times it will be rotated and ask the user to enter the value. And in between we are going to have a row. Row is another one variable name for getting a list of first row, second row, third row, all the row elements. So row elements, in order to get a row elements, we are just making row as a variable name and going to make this one as a empty list. Okay, so now appending here we are going to get all the elements values from the user and going to append this particular row. Suppose for example j is now 3 times. 3 times it will ask the user to get the first row and it will append it. Okay, then after that I is now here 2. So again it will 3 times it will ask the user. So first time 3 times, second time 3 times. So 6 times it will ask the user to enter. So first row will be now appended over here, and matrix also automatically after getting the row value, row appended. After this j loop over, you are just going inside the I loop, you have given matrix dot append. So you are going to append this matrix with this row. Okay, appending this matrix with this row value. So that is what the thing we are going to do. Repeatedly it will rotate according to the number of times given. So outer loop will be executed first, and then it will take all the inner loop values and appending to the outer matrix. That is what the thing happening here. After doing everything, you want to retrieve all the elements whatever you have stored in this matrix, so that I'm just retrieving this matrix element by giving like this. So matrix is printing matrices. Again you are going to use I range or same I and J ranges R and C. It has to print matrix of I J, means first I becomes 0. I in range R means R is suppose 3 times and J is 2 times, for example. So it will print first of all 0 1 0 2 0 3, that is what the thing. So 0 1 0 2 0 3. Afterwards again it will leave one space, that is what print empty space, that will leave at the next line, and again it has to print range taking from 1, then 1 1 0 1 1 1 2 1 3 will be printed, again taking one line, again R is now incremented by one value, so 3, so 0 1 2 2 1 2 2 2 3 2 4, such things will be printed in matrix. Okay, so I told you already how the matrix index will be followed. First row, first column is 0 0, next one 0 1 0 2. So I have already explained those things in last video. According to that it will print. Now press F5 to run this. Enter rows. I'm just going to say that 3. Okay, 3 or 2. Okay, columns just going to say 3. So 6 elements will be now asked from the user. I am the user now. I'm just going to give that. See here, 6 element has been now got from the user, from me, and it has printed the matrix like this. So first element 2 3 will be now sitting in the index 0 0. Next element is sitting in the element and the place 0 1, and 5 6 is 0 2. So according to the system, this is 0th column, 0th one first column, and the second column. The 0th row, first row according to the system. So that 0 0 0 1 0 2 are the elements of the first row. The second element, second row, 1 0 1 1 1 2 are the second row. Okay, this is what the exercise today we are going to see, and you are the one going to write these programs in the system and show me all your outputs. Then only if you do, then only you could understand. And you make changes with give so many rows, columns, and you alter every programs. The same kind of programs should be asked in the theory paper as well as practical. But it is the most important one, and they will ask in externals, always ask this practical. So do everything in the system, not only learning the course. Don't memorize the course, understand the concept and do everything in the system. Automatically you can write your own programs, many things. Okay, so work out it and show me all the outputs. I'll be waiting for that. Okay, see you next video. Bye.